So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Country Investor. My name is Robert. If this is your first time tuning in. So in this video, we're going to talk about overcoming adversity. So stay tuned. So what is adversity? Adversity is something that comes up in your way from getting to your goal. Something that was unexpected or something that you didn't plan for that is now an obstacle in the direction you're going. So overcoming this is going to be huge, because this is where a lot of people either turn away, walk the other way, and go back to their comfortable zone, or this is when people overcome that hill and redefine themselves and find themselves at a whole nother level that they were at before overcoming all that adversity or any kind of obstacle. It really sets people apart once things come up, and it really increases your character. It gives you more confidence once you overcome adversity. You gain a lot more confidence than you ever would have had you not gone through that. So overcoming adversity, right? So this is when the winners and the losers are determined, right? The whole there is no losers, everyone receives a participation medal or ribbon. I know growing up, if you participated, like in field day, we used to have field days. Everyone got a ribbon. Everyone got a participation ribbon. So that doesn't apply in business. That doesn't apply in real life. There isn't no participation ribbon or medal. It's either you showed up and you won, or you showed up and you lost, one or the other, right? But this is what's going to determine the direction of your life. When things come up, what action did you take? Did you run the other direction, or did you run into that wall and you broke down that wall? What did you do? That's going to determine the direction of your future. When things come up, and if you just give up and run the other way, you have already lost. You never have lost until you have stopped going forward. Once you retreat or go back, that's when you're saying, okay, I surrender, I lost. But as long as you continue to move forward, no matter what comes up, no matter who gets in your way, what gets in your way, whatever, as long as you're moving forward, you're still winning. You're still in the right direction. I'm going to give you guys a quick example of me overcoming adversity somewhat more recently. I've had plenty of adversity in my life, but the more recent one has been with our geodomes. So I have a small glamping site, medium, I guess, glamping site, and it's called Geodomes of South Texas. It'll be linked down below for anyone who's interested in checking it out. When I was going through all of this, trying to get this thing set up, which, by the way, it took about a year to kind of get everything together before we even opened our doors. We were working on it for about a year. I received a lot of no's from banks, investors. Nobody wanted to invest money. When I was even talking about this concept, I was receiving a lot of negative feedback saying, the market isn't big enough, Airbnb is over, short-term rentals aren't really, where it's at anymore. Why would anyone want to come to Geodomes, Texas? There's nothing out here. I was receiving a lot of negative feedback. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say that I never questioned it. I never said, I was never 100% sure. I was always questioning it. But I believed in the concept. I believed in my numbers. I believed in what I was doing. Again, quick little background. I have other real estate besides this. So this wasn't my first jump at it, my first attempt at this real estate stuff. But I was confident enough that I knew what I was doing to do it, right? So basically, long story short, a lot of banks told me no. A lot of people that I knew were like, this is a bad idea. And at the end of the day, I basically just said, fuck them, I'm going to do it myself. I don't need a bank. I can do it myself. I can fund myself, right? At this time, I had a lot of capital, so I was okay funding it. It took literally everything I had. I funded about 98% of the project myself. My sister and some close family pitched in some money to help do a couple other little projects that kind of would spice it up, I guess, the glamping experience. But for the most part, 98% of it was self-funded, which in investing, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be using your own money. But at this case, my back was against the wall. Nobody was going to fund me. I didn't really have a huge track record to go up to investors, bigger investors, and be like, hey, this is what I'm planning. This is what I'm thinking of doing. These are the numbers. And, can you lend me some money? So, and again, I come from the country. I'm not in a big metropolitan area, so I would have to drive and go and mingle and meet new people to go and do this. And I didn't have that kind of time. I didn't want to waste, months on end meeting with people, gaining their confidence just to give me some money. So I just went ahead and, bull rushed it, took it upon myself, funded myself, and got it done. That's overcoming adversity that I can think of real in the short term that I have overcome, because I was getting a lot of no's. Nobody wanted to fund me. Everyone said it was too risky. And yeah, had I listened, we wouldn't be where we are today. It's been under a year. We haven't been open a full year yet, but it's already profitable. For a business to be profitable within a year is a huge accomplishment. For anyone who owns a business, you know that it is hard to become profitable within the first year. But we have done that. And we would have never known if I had just given up and said, you know what, the banks think it's too risky, other investors think it's too risky, people think it's too risky, it must be too risky, right? Had I given up, we would have never known that it would have been profitable. Once you have overcome adversity, once you've already put yourself in an uncomfortable space, your comfort level is now even higher, and now you're more capable. So let's just say here was my comfort level. Doing this whole Airbnb project was at another level that I was very uncomfortable with. Now I'm here. Now I know I'm capable of this. So now let's push it a little higher. And that's how you kind of start building confidence. You just keep leveling up. You can just jump from here to here. You can definitely do that. You don't have to obey the mantra of you have to keep leveling up. You can definitely jump from here to here. If you want to do that, you can do it. If you're confident enough, you can do this. You can definitely get it done. At the end of the day, guys, just because you get a no from one particular person, or just because you get a no from somebody else, or just because you get a no from an investor, whatever your situation is, it doesn't have to be business related. That doesn't mean it's a no for you. It just means it's a no for them. So focus on yourself. No one else is going to do this for you. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your loved ones. Whoever you have in your corner, do it for them. And again, do it for yourself. That's the most important thing. Do it for yourself. Like I said, a no does not mean no for you. It means a no for them. They don't want to make some money. They don't want to make some interest on borrowing money from your borrowed money. That's fine, But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, overcoming adversity is really going to set you apart. That's going to really drive you in one direction or the other. And that's what's going to set you up for success. So without further ado, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.